Most people believe that you're in a miserable relationship or the relationship has failed and ended because we chose the wrong partner. And I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. This is Cass Naidoo, life and relationship coach for over 25 years, and I'm on a mission to help as many people as I can reach consciously create epic relationships. So if you are in a relationship that is not really working right now, or you have come out of a relationship, then you're going to continue to attract the same kind of partner over and over again until you choose to heal the part of you that is attracted to that kind of person. So most of us, all of us, I would say, have some kind of internal wounds. It can be as little as you were a little child, you come home from school, you're super excited because maybe you aced a test, or you came first in a race, or you were chosen to as the lead for a concert, whatever it was, you were so excited, you came home and you said, "You're not going to guess what happened." And one of your parents was not really in a great mood and they said, "Not now." In that moment, that child creates an internal belief that it's not safe for me to shine my light. It's not safe for me to show up at my fullest. So as an adult, we're still carrying that child inside of us. And this is just one example. It could be hundreds of different things that could have happened when we were little kids like this. So when this happens, we don't think about this as trauma, right? It's not, doesn't sound like big trauma, especially when we look at it as adults. But to that little child, that was trauma, and that little child still lives inside of you. So when we're attracting a partner as an adult, that little child is the one that's choosing the partner. So you'll find that you are attracted to a partner who is very similar to who your parent was in that moment. So that's the moment that the wound was created, right? So you're going to attract a partner who refuses to see your light, who refuses to see you in your potential, who will undermine you, put you down, keep you small. So the wound could be anything. It could be where you're being compared to a sibling or a cousin or a neighbor, and oh, why can't you be like this person because they are excelling in school, or they're excelling in sport, or they look so good, or they have better manners, whatever it is. In that moment, we create the belief that who I am, exactly as I am, is not good enough. So I am not worthy. And that's a wound we carry. So what kind of partner are you going to attract if you have that kind of wound inside of you? A partner who doesn't see you as worthy, right? So they're either not choosing you, or you're always coming second. You're always not as good as everybody else. And you're going to feel that until you get to the point where you realize this is not the wrong partner. This is a partner that was attracted by that inner child that was wounded at that point, and that wound has not yet been healed. So how do we now choose differently going forward? So logic will tell you that the first step is to find that wound. So you do that by looking at your current relationship or the relationships that have ended. Look at that and see what in me attracted this person. So tell the story of what the relationship is. Talk about it. Write about it if you want to. And then you'll pick up the wounds that are coming from that relationship. Then, when I work with my clients, we always start with the current problem, and then I take them back to the root of that problem, the first time that this occurred. And when we heal it at the root, then you can start coming into your wholeness. So if you felt, I always had to dim my light, now you can allow that light to shine, because now you've created safety, and then you shine your light. And the safety is such an important aspect. It's your nervous system has to feel safe to shine your light, to show up at your fullest, to open your heart, to love. You need to first feel safe in order to do that. So the safety is an important foundation for you to show up in your fullest. And when you created the safety, you're stepping into that. Now you're stepping into authentic power. And from a place of wholeness, of authentic power, can you see that you will attract a completely different kind of partner. Now it is the partner who reflects your self-love back to you. The partner reflects your self-respect back to you. Your sense of worthiness is reflected back to you. The way you see yourself, the way you treat yourself, that is what is going to be reflected back to you now by a new partner. So you can see that it's not about the person I chose was wrong. They were not wrong. They were a match to the wound that you were carrying. And your soul drew this person to you to give you an opportunity to heal that wound, so that you might step into your full potential, your authenticity, and live your best life. So this is a process. It does take forever, but it saves you the pain of numerous future relationships that are going to follow the same pattern. Or if you're in a current relationship and you see the same pattern over and over again, when you shift internally, it gives your partner then the opportunity to see you differently, to respond differently to you. A lot of the time, people who are in relationships feel they go for therapy, and each one is saying to the therapist, fix him and then we'll be happy. And then he's saying, fix her, and then we'll be happy, right? So we're not looking at ourselves in situations like that. So whether you're doing this work on your own or as a couple, it always starts with you going within yourself. Because when you come into that healed, whole, authentic power of you, then your partner must reflect that back to you. If not, if they are not prepared to do that, then that partner will leave and another partner will come in who will meet you at your new frequency. So I have to say that as a disclaimer as well, right? So if any of this is speaking to you, I invite you to take my free relationship assessment. It will show you if you have any of these internal wounds and where those wounds are. So then you can make a decision as to how you want to navigate that going forward. The cost of you not doing the work, the inner work and the healing, is that you continue to have relationship after relationship that starts off fantastic because the person is a frequency match to you. So it's going to feel like, this is my person. This is my soulmate. We're going to be happy for the rest of our lives. That's what it feels like in the beginning. But if that feeling fades and then you start seeing all the conflict that comes up, all the neglect that comes up in the relationship, right? All the chaos that happens, then you know that you attracted this person because of a wound. But if you've done the healing work, attracting that partner is going to feel the same, except this time it's going to last. It's going to continue. You're not going to be on a high all of the time, right? But you'll be able to have deeper conversations with this person. You'll be able to understand, accept, and be accepted, love and be loved. So the relationship that is conscious is a very different sort of relationship. Let's be honest, right? The ones that we've had in the past, these relationships based on the wounds, are not the kind of relationship we want for our future. We don't want that. The 53% worldwide divorce rate is telling us that those relationships don't work, where there's power struggles, where there's conflict all the time, where one is trying to outdo the other one, where I'm right, you're wrong. Those relationships don't work anymore. There is a new paradigm of relationships that's coming now. And it's time for us to understand this new paradigm and create relationships consciously in this new paradigm where we both feel seen and heard and validated and acknowledged and loved unconditionally and accepted exactly as we are, knowing that we are both on our journey of evolving, of growing. Right? So if this speaks to you, you can drop me an email at info@nextlevelup.co.za. I will put it down in the show notes. Share this video with the people that you know are really good, amazing people, but they're stuck in bad relationships or they simply can't attract a partner. Right? Share this with them, and I really feel passionate about this work, about consciously creating epic relationships. And take the free relationship assessment, and we'll go from there. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.